Hello everyone, this is ScapCat242, and this is a quick little showcase on some of the Storm Shadow figures from my modern G.I. Joe collection. So, as you can see here, I only have about 4. I used to have more in my collection, but I kind of downsized my Storm Shadow figures. So I guess we'll start talking about the 4 that have survived my little purge. So we'll start off with this one. This is from the Rise of Cobra movie line. I think this was the Paris Pursuit Storm Shadow. I thought his costume was a really cool design for the movie. I don't have the other version, which has the more of the long jacket attached to him, but this one was unmasked, and I think it was a pretty cool design. I forgot what other accessories he came with. I actually bought this loose on eBay years ago, but he had his swords, and I think at some point Hasbro did reuse that head later on I think on this guy right here, which I'll talk about in a bit. But yeah, that's one of the movie figures I have. That's from 2009. Get you back in your stand. Alright, next up is the Pursuit of Cobra Storm Shadow. And I think this was like the desert. I think it was from the Desert Wave. So he has a really interesting design. So kind of a somewhat like desert scavenger look. So one thing I like about, he has this chain weapon, and it actually is a chain, so it's not a cheap plastic, and it's attached at both ends. And his backpack, which holds these swords, which actually connect, and actually these can plug into this, which I thought was a neat little feature. Oh yeah, and he has a couple more blades. See, like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, this is when Hasbro actually tried, and it gave you stuff with your figure that just made it really pop. This actually was my default Storm Shadow for a while until I got a later one. But overall, I think it's a pretty cool design figure. I'm actually like using that weapon with other Storm Shadow figures. So that's... Oh, and by the way, I think this one came from 2010. And here is the 30th anniversary Storm Shadow / Renegades. So this one was interesting because he's basically all covered up, and don't have his bow with him. He had some other weapons he came with. He came with like throwing stars and some throwing blades, but I don't have. They're in a bin right now. But I have him with a sword. So this one actually did come with another head. I don't have that one. Actually, I think I got rid of it. I didn't really like it too much, but this figure actually has been released multiple times. So I think this originally came out back in 2011 as part of the 30th anniversary line. It got re-released again, I think in 2015 as the 50th anniversary. It came as a 2-pack with Snake Eyes, and it's currently out in the Walmart retro line. But the one thing that doesn't make sense, it doesn't really match up with the card art, because actually, if you wanted to just swap that head, put it on this figure, and I think that matches a little better. This actually was my favorite Storm Shadow figure until I got the next one I'm going to talk about. So yeah, that's the 30th Storm Shadow. And then here is the Sunbow influenced / G.I. Joe Retaliation line. Now, what doesn't make sense was, so G.I. Joe Retaliation was the second live-action movie, which came out 2013, and there were figures that had nothing to do with the movie or even showed up in the movie that got released, like this one. This is a cool figure. I'm not too crazy about the head on this guy. I've actually swapped out that one to put on this one. It looks a little better. He pretty much comes with the same accessories as him, and actually we'll take a look. So yeah, they're bow, sword, quivers, basically identical. But his articulation is good. Now my only issue I have is the hands, how they're open, because they're designed to hold those small little throwing star bladed weapons, and the swords kind of don't really stay in place too well. But yeah, this was the Retaliation Storm Shadow. And that is it. And those are the 4 Storm Shadow figures that I have. So, what is your favorite? Leave comments down below. Thanks for watching, and I will have some more videos on the way.